Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. That starts on Tuesday, May the 6th, goes to next Tuesday, May the 13th, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we get some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. Different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas, everything. If you're brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on the channel that will help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. If you do wonder why I have a little more score than you, take a look at the top right-hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current season 20 season pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. And you can claim that by being a Fallout First member, or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the season pass. Alright, so we do have a start of a seasonal event called the Big Bloom. It is for 2 weeks. It starts today, May the 6th. It goes to right up to May the 20th, so just an FYI. And we do have a special events page here. I may or may not go through this because I've pretty much done half of these just by completing one event, okay? And you would have saw that during the daily challenge videos. You can check that video out if you so wish, all right? But all this does just gives us extra score, all right? Let's go ahead. I forgot to use a score booster drink in the daily challenge video. So let's go ahead and use a score booster drink, and a score booster drink will give us an extra 25% off of what we have already, and we can only use one score booster drink per day. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if you don't notice your score increasing when you take a score booster drink, there's nothing wrong with your game. All you do is you back out, you go back in again, and then you'll see it kind of pop up. There we go. And the same thing would happen for the dailies. I don't think the weeklies these events went up. I wouldn't have to check, but the weeklies and the dailies will for sure. Okay, let's take a look here, Jim. So as you can see, we do have a weekly here. Complete the event, the Big Bloom, 5 times, which will be easy to do. So the Big Bloom is a brand new seasonal event. It is right down in Susan's cabin, which is way down here. And we actually got this location during the Ghoul update. But I did make a little video about 2 weeks ago about this location. We explored it, did a little bit of detective work, some notes and some holotapes. You can check that video out if you so wish. But again, that is a fairly new location to us. All right. Build anything in a workshop or Camp 25. You can go ahead and claim any workshop on the map. Your favorite one, the one closest to you, whatever you want to do, and then go ahead and build anything. Or you could just kind of build it in your camp. You can also do it that way as well. We're just going to kind of build it in our camp. I don't have a whole lot of building availability left in this particular camp, but we're going to see what we can do. Now it does says anything at all, so we're going to kind of go out here away from this prefab. Because again, I don't plan on keeping anything, but if you do plan on keeping it, there's nothing wrong with that either. Now it does says build anything, so this is what I suggest. If you don't plan on keeping it, we're going to go right down here to the crafting section. We're going to craft a bunch of these punch card machines, and as you can see, they don't cost us anything to build. So if you don't plan on keeping it, I recommend building these bad boys. So let's go ahead here. We're just going to build a couple of them, and then we're going to kind of scrap them as we kind of go. All right, so just an FYI. And then we're just going to build a couple, because again, as you can see, my build of space here at the top right hand corner of the screen, there's not a whole, just a tiny little sliver left at this particular camp. And again, this stuff is not costing us anything at all to craft. So if your person doesn't have Fallout First, this is definitely the way to go, because everyone can craft these. There we go. Build anything in each workshop or camp. 25 to 25 done. That's not too painful. All right, let's see what's next here. Craft ammo at a Workbench 250. So don't get this confused with collect ammo. We actually have to craft ammo at a Workbench. And of course, we can only do that at a Tinker's Workbench, all right? Let's go to a Tinker's Workbench. Any one will do. Let's go ahead and go craft here. Now, 250 is quite a bit. So again, it's not real specific on what type of ammo. So it can be your ballistic ammo right here under ammo, or it can be energy ammo under energy ammo. All right, so FYI, we're actually going to craft some 10mm rounds, because that's what I need. So for 24 10mm rounds, 3 gunpowder, 5 lead, and 15 steel. All right, now we are going to have to craft quite a few of these, so let's go ahead and back out here. And we're going to use a couple perk cards to help us out here. So under agility, we do have the perk card called Ammo Smith. If you don't have a level 2, if all you have is a level 1, definitely apply it. So they're going to help you with this level 2 here, produce 80% more rounds when crafting ammunition. So go ahead and apply that bad boy. Let's go down here under luck, and we're going to go close down to the end. It is called Super Duper. Again, if you don't have a level 3, if all you have is a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply it. For this level 3 here, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance you get double results. Let's go ahead and apply that bad boy there. There we go. Nice. Let's head back to our Tinker's Workbench here. We're going to go back to craft. And again, back to ammo. And as you can see, instead of what we had there, it is 43 ammo rounds, right? But it's the same requirements as if we were crafting the original, all right? And that is what Ammo Smith does, all right? More bang for your buck with the same amount of requirements, all right? So that's pretty cool. And the same thing would have happened with your energy ammo as well, would have increased, okay? Based on whatever Ammo Smith card you had. Let's go ahead. We're going to craft a couple of these bad boys. Let's craft 4, see how it takes us. All right, so we did get 220, so we did have, as you heard there, the little lightning strike, so that is super duper kicking in. Let's go ahead and craft one more here. There we go. Craft ammo and a workbench, 250 for 250, done just like that. Pretty awesome. Let's go ahead. Just don't forget to put your perk cards back when you do change them out like that, all right? Now myself, sometimes I have a problem doing that, or I forget, or whatever. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at the next one here. By Purified Water 25. Okay, so we can find purified water in many spots and around the wasteland, but I find it is really random. For this one here, I recommend for people to go to a public server and visit people's camps, okay? Because people's camps will have purified water. They have water coolers, water collectors, and if it's not locked up, it's fair game, okay? Or you can even message them and ask them, okay? I'm sure someone will help you out. But that's just a unwritten rule here in the game. If it's not locked up, it is good to go because everyone knows what you can lock up and what you don't, all right? So just an FYI, visit other players' camps, and that's what I usually recommend. That bad boy, and collect your purified water. I know myself, I usually have a lot of purified water here in game. Now this is my oldest camp actually, and I should have I should make a couple actually, or I'm planning on getting rid of this camp anyway. But I usually have, you guys see my other camp, I have water coolers, these vintage ones which you can get from opening up the festive gifts during Christmas time. We also have another one as well. If we go to our building menu under water, we also have this one down here. This is the Enclave Water Collector. We got this one in the last season 19 season pass. And of course I did do a little video on this and I kind of compared the two. All right, but as you can see, it's a little bit bigger, but either one works. Either one will collect 2 purified water while you play the game. And all you do is just collect from them and let them, collect the other 2 and just keep collecting from them. All right, FYI. But if you do come across this vintage one from a player's vendor, highly recommend it, okay? Again, it is just worth its weight in gold. You can even stack them on top of each other because they're nice and small. Now, the Enclave water collectors, you can't do that, okay? Because they're just a little bit bigger. All right, so I'll let that kind of collect some more. We must be pretty close. That's quite a few water coolers there. I don't think I have any more in this camp. Now, we do have water purifiers here in game. Let's go back to our build menu here. We go up here. Now, we do have these water purifiers. Once when you reach level 20, you'll be following the Overseer's mission if you so wish. And if you do that, you actually learn these plans very early on in game, like just a little bit past level 20, okay? But they do require a lot to build. They do require quite a bit of power. But again, this is all you have. It's all you have, okay? And I still come across camps who this is all they have, okay? So this is 2, 3, and 5. I believe that's the way it goes. And again, if this is all you had, this is all I had for the longest time until I got my hands on the vintage water cooler, which is a little over 2 years ago. And you try to make it work, okay? So we'll keep coming back here and collect our purified water. Let's see what's next here. Must be, yeah, we don't need one more. There we go. That's pretty cool. All right, let's take a look here, Jim. Scrap junk to produce lead 30. Okay, good stuff. So lead is a junk item in which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead and go craft here at Tinker's Workbench. Again, we're going to go bulk. Go down to the L section. So to bulk one lead, we need 20 lead scrap and 2 plastic. So in this case, we're going to have to bulk 2 of them. And then all you do is you scrap them as hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for the people who like to get things done quick and easy. The bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at. Now, we can find lead in many great spots in and around the wasteland. I actually have a video I made almost 2 years ago. It's all timestamped, of course, and I show you some great lead farming here in game. But tinned cans are a good source of lead. Each tin can gives you 1 lead, all right? So canned chimes, when you disarm canned chimes, you actually get 9 tin cans. So I believe there's about 6 or 7 of them here in Camden Park. There's one right here in Welsh Station. There's a whole whack of them up here at the Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Crevice Dam, Dire Chemical, down through Harper's Ferry, and I believe even Fort Defiance, all kinds of canned chimes there you can disarm. I find in Helvetia right here, the bluish building right across from the yellow building, on the corner on the main street. If you head upstairs in the bluish building, there's a little kitchen. There's a bunch of tin cans there as well. And of course, right over here, Sunday Brothers Cabin. Once when you spawn in, you go up the driveway towards the main house, but you don't go to the main house. There's a little shack on the left-hand side with a candy cane roof, and there's all kinds of tin cans in there, all kinds of them. You can do it that way. Now, weights are a good source of lead as well, but they are very heavy. Right here, the Green Country Lodge, right down here through Flatwoods. And even in your Charleston Fire Department, great spot for weights, great spot for lead. All right. Let's actually do that. Let's go to Green Country Lodge and grab some weights. Let's do it. All right. Let's take care of these mole rats here. Kill a creature, 25 for 25, done. They didn't even know what hit them, did they? Ha! Alright, so right in this particular room right here will be your weights, okay? Right next to the little pool area, right next to this little ice cooler. And as we can see, there's a bunch of weights here. They're on the floor, so 25-pound weight, 40 pounds, 160 pound, 80 pound. This little guy here. Nice little location for weights here, okay? Now we are overweight here, but we can scrap these up. Should be a workbench close by. Where are we at here? Oh, right here, Jim. Huh! Again, there's a couple of workbenches down here we can use to scrap this stuff up. As you can see there in the middle, 10 lead just for that 160-pound barbell. 5 lead for that. 5 lead for that. 5 for that. 7 for that. There we go. All kinds of lead. Nice little hot spot there, right there in good old easy Flatwoods, Green Country Lodge. Good stuff. Let's see what's next here. Harvest a wild plant or Fungi 30. So what's included in wild plants are crops such as corn and razor grain. Alright, so just an FYI of that. But let's take a look here. There's many great spots. Now, if you have corn or razor grain, tato or tato plants, whatever they're called, right in your camp, you can just harvest from those, save yourself a little bit of time. We have good old Aaron Holt Homestead, we have good old Cobbleton Farm, right down here, Silva Homestead, all kinds of corn, razor grain here at Billings Homestead. You can complete those in no time at all. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, under the overpass, we have that red barn there. A couple crops down there. Out behind the General Steakhouse, pretty good spot. There's a bunch of unmarked farms right along this little roadway here, just east of Garrett Hand Mining Headquarters, okay? Pretty good spots. Even up here, the pumpkin house, we have a bunch of pumpkins up there. Yeah, mini great spot. In terms of glowing fungus, okay, a bunch of glowing fungus in around any waterway on any region of the map, even between the Wayward and Flatwoods where we're at right now. Again, lots of glowing fungus all through here. And again, we can find glowing fungus in pretty much any region. Lots of it over here during the mire. A lot of it over here in the Cranberry Bog, especially in around the Sundew Grove area, so FYI there. One of the best spots for glowing fungus is, of course, the Nuka World on Tour, which is a free fast travel once when you discover it. You don't have to wait for that event to pop up. You can just walk right in. All kinds of glowing fungus right through there. All right, pretty good stuff. So let's actually go to the Nuka World on Tour here. Again, free fast travel once when you discover it. We're going to pop right in. All right, let's go ahead here. Here's a tunnel of love. There's all kinds of glowing fungus in here. We were here just the other day, actually, I believe. Yeah, real good spot. All right, so there is a perk card if you are harvesting flora. Now, it's not going to help us with this particular daily weekly challenge, but if you are a herbivore or even a carnivore doing daily weekly challenges, again, green thumb, retrenchments when harvesting flora, so instead of one, you pick up two. That's a great perk card to have. All right, so let's start here. And again, for this one here, we're only going to get credit for one as we pick multiples up, but that's fine. There's enough glowing fungus here. And again, if you are new to the game and you come across glowing fungus or even brain fungus, does the same thing. You'll say, okay, I see glowing fungus in front of me, but I can't pick it up. There's nothing wrong with your game. It's just the way the game is, all right? That means somebody else had already kind of beat you to it and already had picked it up. So let's keep going down through here. And again, all I do is just start at one end and just kind of go ahead and pick them all up. Now, if you want to go after your corn or razor grain from your camp, you can definitely do it that way as well. It's up to you. That's the thing with these daily, weekly challenges. You know, they have so many options, so many different ways to do these things. Some more over here. It's going to be close. There we go. Good stuff. 30 for 30. We still have one more left. Nice. And again, that's just picking this stuff up naturally. All right. So FYI there. Huh. Didn't even know that was there. Interesting. All right. It is almost on top of the hour here for the big bloom, which we'll do in this video. So let's see what else we can kind of take care of. Let's go back to our camp here real quick. And we'll finish off, collect purified water. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if you have multiple camps like myself, you can just put a bunch of water coolers or collectors or purifiers in those camps and just kind of go between those camps, just kind of fast travel or kind of highlight them, you know, make them active. Sorry. And, you know, just go around and collect, right? There we go. Let purified water. Done. Just like that. Sweet. Pretty sweet. Alright, that's going to be catching up here soon. So we will finish off these guys here. So these guys here are fairly easy to do. So we'll kind of wait for them. So let's go ahead. Complete the event, the Big Bloom again. We have all week to complete 5 of them. They're every hour on top of the hour for the next 2 weeks. So and I'm anticipating we'll have the same kind of weekly challenge next week as well. So the place we have to go for that is way down here at the Susan's cabin. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go to a public server with other people here. There we go. And it works something very similar to Fashnet Day. So this event, the Big Bloom, is only going to pop up this time of year. Now, they may have, you know, the odd April Fools or something like that where they, you know, have like a day or two of the Big Bloom, but generally it'll only come up this time of year. All right. And if you check out the daily challenge video, it was a lot easier than I thought it was. And depending on how the days go here, like I'm working on my last night tonight, tomorrow or the next day, I may make a video by itself just to kind of show the folks how to do it. But it's pretty straightforward. There we go. So we are on a server with other people, so let's make our way down here. There's a couple of people down there already. Susan's cabin. Again, this is part of the Skyline Valley region. Now, this is a new location as of the Glow of the Ghoul update. Alright, good stuff. Now, there is a little cute, nice little detective thing you can do down here. And it actually starts right over here. And there'll be some holotapes. There'll be some letters you can kind of pick up here. And you can follow along. But I did show this off during that video I made 2 weeks ago. Susan's cabin location. And you don't have to go very far to complete them all. And you don't get anything for it. But it's just, something to do. And the game is pretty cute. And it's all about Magellan here. And you can check that out if you so wish. I know some people are very interested in lore and stuff like that, so it's something right down your alley. Look at that guy there, wow. Or that person. That's a high level there, wow. Okay. So again, every hour on top of the hour, it counts down from 7 minutes or so, so I recommend even waiting a couple minutes, like, just wait for the people on the server to get here. Okay, don't start it off, wait for everyone to get here. Wow, another one. Holy mackerel. Okay, boys. Again, when we start off, we have to talk to Black-Eyed Susan. We have to prepare ourselves, so there are going to be overgrown here. There's going to be honeybees around. They're actually called baby Beelzebubs, okay? And just go around killing them. Now, this whole field is full of mines, okay? So you're going to have to watch out for them. They will damage you, but I don't think they'll kill you, but I'm pretty tanky, but... just an FYI there. And there'll be random flowers, and they're kind of alone. Like, they won't be grouped like this. There'll be just a random flower, like bigger than these guys here, that you go around and pick up. And all you do is you bring it up here, and she'll have a basket here, like right here, and you put it in the basket. And then we'll have to kill some overgrown by using a weapon that has a fire effect, okay, or throw a couple Molotovs at them. So again, you'll have to kind of catch those overgrown on fire. And then at some point, we'll have to kind of investigate the area. And I think we go over here, and we'll see Beelzebub. And Beelzebub, who is the boss, okay, a big, ginormous honeybeast. And I just stood here during the Daily Challenge video, and he just spawned right there, and I just shot at him. And so did everyone else. And he was fairly easy. Like, he went down easy. All right, so just an FYI there. And again, don't forget the events here. So we do have these events. And again, all these ones that are checked off, I did that just like the very first time playing it. All right, the very first time playing it during their daily challenge video, all these were checked off. I didn't even know this was even here. So let's go ahead and highlight these guys here real quick here. And again, these have to be done at the event and during the event. All right, so FYI there. So I only got 3 left, basically. Nice. There we go. The big bloom again every hour on top of the hour. I have all kinds of ammo on me. Nice. That's why I was kind of going through those weeklies fairly quickly, like still giving you the information, but maybe talking a little bit faster than I normally do. But yeah, we're just starting these videos a little bit later because we lost 45 minutes. So there we go. So we have just a little over 6 minutes to speak to Black-Eyed Susan. Of course, they do that. No one wants to wait. And we have a few seconds here to prepare to frolic in the meadow. And again, I recommend just taking your time. There are landmines here. I don't think they'll kill anyone, but just enough to stun you. And we'll see these bunch of these flowers popping up here. There we go. You're going to see that pop up. What you have to do in the top right-hand corner of the screen Alright, so there we go. Let's, we have to find these flowers here. And again, there's going to be, oh, so here's one of these flowers here. See how it's kind of staying by itself? It was, okay, we grabbed it, okay. And again, all you have to do is kind of check around. Just like that. There's a yellow one there. There's a blue one, and that's all you have to do. Just go around, pick them up, out. And there's some more a little bit down here as well, so you can grab these. And then again, let's go up here, and I'll show you that basket. The basket just kind of spawns in as the event, so right here, okay? And all you do, and as you can see how they're kind of being added in. And amongst defending yourself, okay, against whatever's attacking you, that's what you basically do, okay? Just go around, collect these flowers. It's very easy to do, extremely easy. Oh, you can grab that one, bud. Oh, there, almost flew right by him there. And again, there are overgrown, there are insects that are around. Get some of those, so you can see what we're getting on that events. So it's always kind of good. Oh, see how it kind of spawned right in front of us right after that person grabbed that? It's interesting. Let's grab some more of this stuff here. And as you can see, it's counting it down the top right-hand corner of the screen, okay? I know the daily challenge video that we made, people were like kind of a little slow on filling that up. People were more focused on killing the enemies, but eventually people got her. Ouch. And I think these landmines, I think they repopulate as well. Alright, there we go. So now we have to set the overgrown on fire, as you can see. Now we can use explosive weapons from her boombox. And, oh, that boombox is right on the roof. Okay, I was trying to look for it during the other video. But, yeah, they're explosives. Okay, that's pretty cool. There we go. What? Nice. Alright, so now investigate the disturbance. Okay, as we can see, we are in the area. Alright, so we're going to see. So last time Beelzebub spawned right here. But I'm not saying it's going to happen that every time. So, you know, just an FYI there. But we can see everyone kind of making their way over here. Alright, counting down a couple seconds here. Oh, right there, nice. I think he's dead. Wow, that was quick. Wow. Oh. Yeah, he's already dead. Nice. Yeah, lots of fun. right, sweet. So let's take a look here under item. So we did get quite a few plans during our daily challenge video. Wasteland Flora Sun Hat. Okay, oh, that's all we got. Okay, good stuff. We got some fuel. Interesting. Awesome. Yeah, we think we get 4 plans during the our daily challenge video. You can check that out. I went through them all at the end of completing that little event there. Cool. Let's take a look here. I don't think, yeah, I think we still kind of got them. So we're going to untrack these just so it's less confusing, finishing off these weekly challenges. So that was complete the big boom. All right, let's go ahead. Click Brain Fungus 25. So many great spots we can find brain fungus here in around the wasteland. Right over here at the Rusty Pick is actually a free fast travel once when you discover it. Quite a bit of brain fungus here, actually. Another good spot is right over here at the abandoned waste dump again. At least 2 guaranteed death claws there, so just kind of watch yourself. Wendigo Cave, another good spot. Again, a little bit higher level area. Cave Crickets, Mylar, King's Razor Claws, and a Wendigo at the end. Lots of glowing fungus and brain fungus there. A lot of areas in around the mire. If you follow the General Steakhouse, you actually spawn across the road here at the river. You just follow the little river and you'll come across a little trailer, kind of like a broken down trailer. And there's a big, huge patch of brain fungus all along this little way here. And Sundew Grove areas of the Cranberry Bog, another good spot for brain fungus there as well. So let's pop over here real quick to the Rusty Pick. We're gonna go right inside here. Actually making pretty good time. All right, good stuff. So the brain fungus is here. So there's a perk card that will help us out here. It is under perception. It's called Green Thumb. Recharges us when harvesting flora. So for whatever reason, the only flora this really works well with is brain fungus. When you pick up 2, you actually get credit for 2 for daily, weekly challenges. All right. I don't know why that is, but I'm not complaining. But as you can see, top left-hand corner, we collected 2 and we get credit for 2, but brain fungus is the only one that works like that. All the other crops and flora here in the game, when we pick up 2, we only get credit for 1, and I don't know why that is. It's pretty crazy. But we'll definitely use it to our advantage here. Just kind of pop down here real quick. I'm just trying to see how we're on a server with other people here. Now, this is a nice little patch here. Nice 2 of them there, right there, okay? Now, as the glowing fungus, you can see, you might come across this if you're brand new, never played Fallout 76 before. You might be thinking to yourself, I see glowing fungus there, but I can't pick it up. There's nothing wrong with your game. It's just the way it is. All right, so we just this one location, we get 12 of 25, which is pretty good. Of course, Green Thumb perk card really helped us out there. Let's pop over here to the abandoned waste dump, and we'll finish this off. Again, 2 death claws here, guaranteed. Sometimes there is a 3rd one, but that one's a little bit more rare. But he can pop up. So let's pop right inside the old cavern here. And we can try to make our way around the death claw. There's one that's usually sleeping, and there's one that's kind of roaming around, so just an FYI, you can definitely navigate your way around that guy. So I like to kind of come up this little ramp here myself. Try to be as discreet as I can. And we're just going to collect some fungus here. Brain fungus is what we're looking for. We're going to get our sneak on here, make it a little bit more sneakier. You can hear the death claw there. So let's get up a little hidey hole up here. There we go. Nice. All right. So I think we finished that one, didn't we? Oh, one more gem. I was going to say, wait a minute. Oh, there's our bad boy there. Oh! Oh, well, anyway, I've had enough of this. I tried to spare your life, little Deathclaw boy. But we have to kill you, sorry. There you go, there's your last brain fungus. Don't forget your titanium strap and your loose gears. Now, the other guy, he's sleeping. We're going to use a carry weight booster to help ourselves out here. Where is it? There. Okay. Kill a lost 12. So again, many great spots we can find the lost, but we can only find them down here in Skyline Valley region. Right around the Dark Hollow Manor and around the outside. Okay. If you come here to the trading post, there's a free fast travel once you discovered. There's 3 of them coming up the hill right about this location. Right where this person here is at, actually, right across the street from the Slumber Mill Motel. There's 5 of them over here. Let's go to the Dark Hollow Manor now. We may have a little bit of a hard time finding them. So just an FYI. Now, I was asked a question yesterday, actually. In order to get this icon, Dark Hollow Manor, to pop up, you must complete the Skyline Valley region quest line. Alright, that's how you get that to pop up, okay? So, FYI on that. We have somebody else here with us. Yeah, we might have a hard time. We may have to go to our own server for this guy, but we'll see what we can get here anyway. Now, there is one guy that won't count, okay? And the one that won't count is called a feral lost, okay? So those will not count as killer lost daily challenge, so FYI there. What was I using there? I don't know what that was. I have no idea what weapon that was. Oh, we hear another guy around here. Right there. And these guys are pretty tanky, as you can see. Like, these guys have just like tank builds. Alright, so it's pretty dark around here, as you can see. It's pretty nuts. Let's go over here to the trading post. There's 3 of them going to be coming up the hill, so let's show you that real quick here. This one here is going to set me back a little bit here, going after these lost. Once when you're here at the trading post, again, we're going to keep going to the south. And even with our light on, as you can see, it's still pretty dark. So right there they are. Alright, good stuff. So those are the 3 there, nice. I believe Old Crimoria Cabins. Let's pop over here real quick. For some reason, I seem to think there's like one or two here. Or it could be cultists, I can't remember. Oh yeah, they are cultists. Okay, never mind. Shining Creek Cavern. Let's try our luck over here. I knew one of the caverns did have some lost. It might be this one here. Yeah, I think it is this one. Yeah. So Shining Creek Caverns again. There'll be three more of these bad boys here. Should be anyway. At least two of them anyway. Nice. Alright, good stuff. So we do need one more. Let's go ahead and server hop here real quick. Instead of just keep fast traveling around, let's go to a private adventure. We'll come back here on the private server and take care. These ones here seem pretty squishy here at Shining Creek Cavern. So let's try it out here. Those of you who play on public servers all the time, the challenge is definitely real, and that's why I do these daily, weekly challenges more so on private servers, because you just run into that all the time, and you know, you're in competition with other people because they have the same daily, weekly challenges as you, unless you or them re-roll one or two of them, alright? So that would be the only difference if you decide to re-roll, but everyone gets the same challenges. Alright, so we should be able to finish this off here. Nice. Huh. Alright, good stuff. Ouch. We got them anyway. We did. Alright, good stuff. So we have all week to complete 5 of the Big Bloom event, so that should not be a problem with anyone. And let's check that one last time. Scroll down the list here. There we go. Good stuff. Let's head back to our camp. We'll leave those guys alone if they leave me alone. And we'll take a look at weapon of the day. There we go. Nice. Alright, weapon of the day here, guys. Let's take a look. 2-shot Pyro Crusader pistol, +1 projectiles, +25% damage. Projectiles explode for +20% weapon damage, +15% reload speed. 2-shot explosive swift. Power receiver, standard long barrel, large magazine, short scope, suppressor, and just default appearance. 35 times 2 damage, 21 times 2 fire damage. 90 fire damage for 3 seconds, 10mm ammo, nice and cheap, and single fire. But as you can see, it's a very nice weapon. I really enjoy using this weapon. It can be a little underpowered at times, depending on who you're facing, but it's fun to use. Especially with those mods and legendary effect. In terms of perk cards here, again, just a pistol build. Under agility, we have Gunslinger Master, Gunslinger, and Gunslinger Expert. Of course, these have been changed to a 1-star now, so FYI that. Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline. These random luck cards which randomly pop in when they're being activated. We have the Suppressor, we have the Glowing one, we have Fireproof, Starch Jeans, Tank Killer, Crack Shot's a good one for pistol build. Concentrated Fire, Grenader, that's been helping us out quite a bit. Sturdy Frame. Legendary perk cards, they don't change for me, they stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, so there you guys go. Lots of fun. Again, 2 weeks at the Big Bloom. Should be a lot of fun. Should be easy to do. There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Nami But Me, Yes Me, That's Me, Drew Andrew, Demon Confounded Bridge, Ben Durant, John DJ 59, Picker Rest, Benny Buddy, Gwen Trentno, Tony Watson. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.